you guys, I think on Thursday, maybe had some more mental errors. I know a lot of you guys are getting a lot of insulation. Was there any mental errors, guys lining up wrong and anything like that today?
Not real blatant, but you know what I'm saying, like, sure there was a lot of misassignments, which that's kind of normal, it's typical, but you know what I'm saying, that's like one thing I said, like as far as the film, we go back in there and watch the film and, get those mistakes corrected and try to keep them limited.
As corners, what's it like going up against these receivers every game?
Oh, it's fun, it's a challenge because, they're two of the best receivers, two of the best receivers in the country, arguably, and you know what I'm saying, so for us, it's a good challenge for us, and you know what I'm saying, we work with each other to make each other better.
Marsalis, were you covering Hunter on that deep throw? I couldn't tell from up there on the hill, but right toward the end of the scrimmage, they had a long pass to him down the sidelines. It was almost complete. It must not have been you if you don't remember.
I'm not really sure.
Okay. Were you running with the ones today?
We rotate our depth chart in, so we were kind of going in and out.
Do you know what your status is right now? Are you sure? Or is it kind of like up for grabs as to who might start at that position?
Nothing's really set in stone. That's why we, going through training camp and, you know what I'm saying, we're all competing and helping each other, but at the end of the day, like I said, we're all competing for that spot. But, you know what I'm saying, we're all teammates and we're all pushing each other along and trying to help each other and make each other better.
How is the pass rush and how is that helping the secondary?
Pass rush is very critical, and our D-line's doing a good job, and our edge rushers are getting good pressure on there. So, with the pass rush that we get, that allows us to, have tighter coverage, and that ball comes out quick.
How much is that confusion Sal's trying to create helping?
It's pretty good for us. It's like I said, with the rushes that we got and the, D-line getting pressure and stuff, it's all good. The defense working as one unit.
1 minute you could be with the one, next minute you could be with three. So you just make sure you stay on your job and just stay focused. Don't ever lose sight of that. It's a blessing to be in that spot. So when guys lose focus of that, myself included, he push you back, wake you up. So it's a pretty good defense, but he requires a lot of you.
Did it look like the big guy was running some with the first team on defense?
Oh yeah.
How does he doesn't look like he's that heavy. He's so tall.
Oh, Big Dan is he's actually pretty light on his feet, to be that big. He's a force in that middle, man. The offensive line ain't been able to do much with him. He's throwing guys aside, so he's definitely gonna help us on that base. So we need that big body in there, and he's stepping up to the challenge.
Marlon, after the first day of pass, the defensive line getting gashed and kind of getting out of your gaps. Where were you today with some of those fits that you guys have been working on?
Still out our gaps. We right now we're very undisciplined, and myself included. So we got to do a better job and get in here and watch this tape. But I think our efforts today was pretty good, a lot better than it was a few days ago. So we're actually running to the ball, which is a good sign. All the rest of that stuff, I'm pretty sure Sal can make sure we get that correct.
When you say undisciplined, is that just getting pushed out of the way and not holding, or is it not understanding?
Not understanding. I think we see the ball and we try to get to the ball, as opposed to trying to beat the guy that's in front of you. So whenever that happens, he get a chance to push you out of that gap. So we just got to become more disciplined with our eyes.
You said you gave the offensive line credit earlier in the week. Said they were blocking well, but said a lot of it was on you. Have they shown the consistency this week that you I guess appreciate as somebody on their team, but don't really like right now?
They got the best of us today again. It seemed like every time they do every week they get the best of us. But the last few days we pounded them. So I'm pretty sure they came out and Coach Pittman got on them guys, and you could actually see it that they came out on fire. I guess we got the big head and got comfortable with beating those guys the last few practices, but Sal's gonna get us right and Coach JP's gonna get us right. So we'll do a better job Monday.
You had pretty high expectations for yourself coming into today. How did you feel like you did today?
Well, I think I did good. I had jumped off sides on one play, but overall I think I did pretty good. I had 3 sacks and I had 2 tackles. So I think I did pretty good in today's scrimmage.
You felt like coming in, you were playing really complete, both against the run and the pass. Did you think that carried over? Obviously the 3 sacks did in the pass game, but in the run game, did you like what you got done?
Yes, sir, I did. When they called base, I played my technique, but most of all, we wasn't in base that much, so I couldn't really, play run. It was just pass. It was a pass situation, so I had to pass right today.
How much was the communication that you had? Was there a lot of confusion with the defense, or was that better?
We, everybody bought in, so now everybody's on the same page, and we had a lot of good communications out there. Everybody was, communicating out there. We had a game, we ran a game, we worked as a team today, out there.
Is this scrimmage going to give you guys some good film to work with and kind of see your mistakes and go back and correct them?
It really is, because we improve, every scrimmage, we doing better out there as a defense.
So the pass rush is an area where it sounded like things weren't quite where they needed to be the first few days of camp. Have you seen a lot of improvement in that?
Well, it's been a lot of improvement. We rushing through our rushing lane. We pushing the pocket more. We affecting the quarterback very good. And I think we did good in this scrimmage affecting Bray.
I guess where'd you see most of the pressures? If the linebackers getting there with the
well,
the
different call. It depends on the call. But the D line had a lot of good pressure today. We really worked hard out there today.
So do you feel like the defense kind of won this scrimmage, or do you feel like the offense kind of?
I think it was even. I think it was even. I don't think nobody won. I think it was even.
And maybe some things you still need to iron out going forward.
Well, just being disciplined. Sometimes we'll jump all sides. We can't really do that if we playing against Alabama. You got to play discipline. But I think we did good overall as a team. We got after quarterback. We made some tackles for losses. We did a lot of great things. We had some interceptions,
I know today was kind of a big test for the defense to kind of see how well everybody's understanding the system and adjusting in the last week and things like that. How did all that go? And was I guess the understanding of the system where you guys needed to be?
Well, we was in practice. We worked hard every day at practice. So when we came out here, we just communicate. That's the biggest thing that we did. Out here today.
So there weren't too many hiccups with that kind of stuff. It seemed like things went pretty smoothly in terms of play calls and all that.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth out there today. Everybody buying in and learning the defense, working as a unit, one unit. So we affected the quarterback, like I said.